Okay, first question for Snit. Mark?
Snit, when you look back on this game, I think you probably just thought Ian would go 3 innings. You weren't thinking it was going to be a bullpen game. So to see what your pitching staff did, what does that tell you, not only from tonight's game, but the first 2 games of this series?
No, you're right. I mean, I had no intention of Ian going 3 innings. And those guys stepped up and did a great job. Great job. I mean, which they have been doing. And, hats off to them. They gave us a chance to win this game.
Snit, not just the winning hit for Rosario, but the slide he had, what he did in game 1, 2, that first sequence. What about just all the way he's impacted this?
No, he's done a great job. I mean, that was a great slide, like you said. And, got big hits. I mean, it's all of them. Him, Jock, Austin. I mean, that's what it takes to win these games. And, I mean, they're hard games to win. And but, he had a really nice evening.
Dave?
Rosario got a late start compared to the other guys that you picked up in July because he was hurt. But he's had quite a few of these clutch hits, it seems like, big hits.
No, he does. You know what, when we got him, I mean, just we guys had talked to guys from Minnesota, and that's the one thing they said about him, that you want him up there in big situations. Hell, and he fits right in here. He's an aggressive hitter. But that's what said, that he likes to be up there in that situation, and he's shown it.
Heredia in center field, did you think he thought he was going to catch that ball?
I didn't think anything. I don't know.
Next question. Jason, on the right.
Snit, last night you won a game where you struck out 14 times. Tonight you won a game where you walked 9. Could you describe what it's been like to walk that tightrope these last 2 months?
Yeah, no, good God. I don't know. We got enough time. I don't have any hair. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I didn't realize we'd struck out I don't know. I guess I get so focused on everything that I didn't realize we struck out 14 times. I didn't even realize we'd walked that many guys tonight, quite honestly. Because I'm just kind of staying hitter to hitter in the innings and not really processing all that till after the fact. But obviously we did a great job of limiting damage against a really good club, and that's not a really good recipe for success against a team like this when you're letting that many guys get on base, because these guys are so dangerous. Just, credit to the guys. They just kept pitching. I mean, especially out of the bullpen. We used a lot of guys tonight. Didn't intend it to be like that, but, you just kind of probably the last thing going into it that we planned for. But you have to adjust on the fly. And the guys stepped up, especially out of the bullpen, did a great job.
Next question. Mark?
Snit, how much did you have to audible? I mean, is there any point this afternoon you say, what if Anderson leaves now?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you. We didn't even talk about that. We talked about the 5th or 6th inning type thing, because figuring Ian would get there. It just wasn't his day. I mean, it just wasn't coming out good. The location wasn't good. And it happens. That's what I told him. You know what? This happens. It doesn't matter that it's postseason. It's a baseball game. And you've been pitching a long time and over the course of the year, and things like that happen. And he'll be fine coming into the next one. But we just had to start audibling, and looking kind of fast-forwarding matchup type scenarios that we had talked about prior to the game. It just kind of everything got pushed up about 3 innings, quite honestly. And the guys did a great job of handing the ball off to each other.
Can we stay here in the middle?
Yes, and that's what I was going to ask you, is just kind of what was your message to Ian? I mean, you just kind of explained it.
No, I told him. I said, you know what? It's just, and I told him, I said, just looking at this and all, it just doesn't feel like it's going to get any better. And you know what? The biggest thing I told him is it's okay. That happens. That's not a big deal. We'll tee it up again in 4 or 5 days. But because I know it's postseason, but it's still it's these guys are on rotate, on their turn and all that, and it's still a baseball game, and not everything's perfect about that. So, he'll regroup and come out and make his next start and be good.
Okay, go way back on the left.
Snit, to go off what Jason was asking you about, I mean, what can you say about your guys being able to ride the wave of emotions like they have these last couple of games and fall behind but still find a way?
No, I mean, these guys have always been like that. I mean, they're never out. I mean, I think that's what keeps people coming back here, because this is a team that you better not leave early. It's not, leaving the fourth quarter when the team's down, because these guys, you'll end up missing the best part of the game on you and listen to it on your radio when you're driving home, because these guys never quit. They never have. They haven't for years here. And if they got an out left or a strike left, as we've seen, they might make something happen. So these guys just keep playing the game. They play a hard 27.
Okay, go far back in the middle, Tyler.
Snit, obviously this is the fourth playoff run for you with these guys in a row, and it's going well. How is this run feel different, or how is this group any different?
I don't know. I think they all feel special. I mean, you're all excited about getting here. I don't know that you can really look at any. I mean, in 18 it felt great, 19 it felt great, last year it felt great. Right now it feels great. I mean, I don't know that any of them feel any better. When you're going through it, I mean, that may be something that down the road, a few years or whatever. But I mean, it's just, I think, especially in this game, you live in the moment, and it's really good what these guys are doing right now.
We're going to go to Dave.
How about how important could it be having Chris Martin? Seems like he's back to
threw the ball really well today. That was really, really good to see. I love getting him in that situation because I was curious. But he threw the ball extremely well tonight. That could be really big for us.
Here in the middle.
Brian, here's another fun with numbers thing for you. Your starting pitcher gave up 3 hits in 3 innings. Your bullpen gave up 1 hit over against the Dodgers over 6.
And,
I mean,
that's pretty good, right? I mean, no, I know, and I don't know that you go in. Like I said, this was kind of an Omaha after Ian left. After 3, I really didn't see that coming, but it just was one of those days. And those guys did an unbelievable job of stepping up, and like I said, handing the ball off to each other and doing really, really good work. All of them. I mean, it's and Will was ready to go out. If we didn't score, he was ready to go out in the 10th. He had limited pitches and he wanted to go out, and so which is. These guys love to play the game, but it's not one of those things. Like I said, we probably planned for everything but a short start, quite honestly, but it worked out.
We're going to take the last one here on the right, Jason.
Snit, you've used Tyler Matzek in every game of the postseason so far. How
God bless him.
how bionic is he? How tireless?
Oh no!
is he?
I mean, he's the one guy he's the one guy. All of them do that comes in, and it's like he goes, I can pitch every day. It's amazing. I mean, he kind of gets pissed off when I don't pitch him, but he's like I can pitch all the time, and he always assures me that he's ready to go. He said, that's a luxury I have, is I can pitch. And, I'm like, well, okay, so we'll, I'll pitch you then.
So it's not impossible he could pitch in every game of the postseason?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, yeah. I don't, that we'd want to, but, I mean, as much as we've used him, he never is like needing a day off. I mean, every time we tell him, you're down, he comes in, Cranny will go, we'll talk about it in the morning over a cup of coffee, and it's like you're down, and then at some point in time of the day, he sticks his head in my office and says, Snit, I can pitch. I'm good. I can throw every day. He's amazing, that kid. And, that's just, like I said, that's a great story. He's a wonderful guy. I mean, no situation. I mean, it's no hitter. It's really good what he's got going on.
Okay, we got Jock and Riley waiting. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Nah, I'm not leaving.
Put him around you.
I'm good.